What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Stargirl video. We will be discussing some bits and pieces of the Season 1 finale, explaining just who the new Season 2 villains are, The Shade and Eclipso, and we are making some bold Season 2 predictions. So before we jump in, please do consider subscribing with notifications on so you never miss a video, and do drop a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And I do apologise if there is some background noise because my window is currently open because my room where I record is ridiculously hot. The UK is melting right now. It's just absolutely crazy. So the first thing to discuss is actually The Shade, which I could really appreciate right now. The Shade was a criminal who assisted the Fiddler and the Thinker in some early Flash stories, and later became a founding member of the Injustice Society. So he can manipulate shadows with his cane and even face off against Infinity Inc. Infinity Inc. was actually a super team founded by the children and successors of JSA members, which included Brainwave Jr., who is, of course, Henry King Jr. I do honestly still think he will actually return, to be honest. Now, the Shade's identity was actually changed after 0 Hour when Hal Jordan tried to, reset everything. He became known as Richard Swift, and he was able to use an alternate dimension of shadows which he uses for his powers, and eventually, as time went by during the Victorian era, he took the name The Shade. He took on villains in 1942 just for the thrill of it. He moved to Opal City and even turned a new leaf and went on to mentor the new Starman, Jack Knight. As a core member of the Injustice Society, it is big that he is here after briefly appearing in episode 1, killing Dr. Midnight. Why has he returned, and where was he during all the events of Season 1 does remain to be seen. But I expect that he will somehow be involved with Dragon King's daughter and Isaac to maybe start a new era of the ISA to fight the younger JSA, or will they could be called Infinity Inc. More on that later. He did turn good, so the question is, will he be evil or good? I think he might be in the middle here, and he did betray the ISA before, as it was mentioned in the show, and the Dragon King's daughter may try to get him to help her. Will he help her or not? It does actually remain to be seen. Now, the next villain of Season 2 is Eclipso, as we saw him trapped in a diamond which is known as the Heart of Darkness. Eclipso was the original spirit of God's wrath and was used to punish the wicked. He became corrupt and wanted too much revenge, and was later stripped of his title by the Spectre. He fell and was trapped inside this diamond, the Heart of Darkness, which was found on Apocalypse and used by Darkseid himself. He found a way back and was possessed by someone called Bruce Gordon, and obviously Eclipso would only appear during eclipses. He would later be able to use Jean Loring, the murder of Sue Dibney, who is actually over there on Earth 1, to turn her into Eclipso, and was able to manipulate the Spectre, leading major magical beings like the Enchantress and Ragman to actually fight Eclipso. He was later defeated by a version of Starman, which is curious as Starman is actually alive, so what the heck does that mean? Well, we have someone who is perceived to be dead and a mystical being who can possess people. So what if Eclipso is using Starman's body or likeness to hunt down the JSA? The only thing that puts me off that is, why would Eclipso go to North Hollywood to find out where Pat Dugan is when Cindy actually knows everything? It's a bit of a weird one there, but I really do like the idea of the team having Starman return, only for him to be revealed as being, not Starman. This, I think, plays into something different, as the 7 Soldiers of Victory became lost in time. We know Sir Justin has gone to search for them, and the roster even includes a Green Arrow, so we will see a different Green Arrow once more in the Arrowverse. He was rescued by the JSA and JLA team up, essentially DC's excuse to bring back an ancient super team like the 7 Soldiers of Victory and kind of keep them as the same age. There's something similar might happen here, We never saw Stripes actually bury Starman, so we don't know where his body went. So for now, it is up in the air. So let me know what you think of those two theories. What is your favourite? The issue is the JSA and the B and C list DC heroes have such a convoluted history. It's pretty hard to predict where it will go next. One thing that's also up in the air once again is our Sportsmaster and Tigress still alive. We saw them laid out in the ISA tunnels which were blown up, but we saw everyone else still under there. So it looks like they could have escaped as they are natural born winners. And will they be there to actually help Cindy there? And that might be an interesting one. Now, I'm going to present an idea that Cindy might strike out on her own. She might just do things on her own as a separate subplot, a kind of mystery leading forward. And then we have Sportsmaster, the Shade and all that to try and recruit more people for the ISA, such as Icicle's son and, of course, Isaac as well. So that might happen, and then we deal with the whole Starman reincarnation, who is actually Eclipso storyline. I do feel they might blend some of the Infinity Inc. storylines moving forward, which will be interesting, and of course there was an Injustice Unlimited. Starman might form the former team and start to train the current crop of JSA members until it's revealed he's actually a bit of a D-bag, and well, that's because he's not actually him. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are you excited for Stargirl Season 2? Let me know what kind of content you want over the summer for this channel. And this actual series of Stargirl videos will be replaced by the Lovecraft TV show, which is starting next week. So go and check that out. Check out the trailer. We will be breaking that down and replacing that because the show's end, it's a cycle. We keep on uploading. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.